That's what we wanted to do. Thank you. You know what, how that goes.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about maybe I was misunderstanding.
Is it working now?
Oh. Where they are. No, I didn't. They're gonna stay here until the new ones come out, right? Right. No. They've been here for months. I did read my.
Fully works. We're waiting for our mics to be workable here. That's what's taking so long. Hello?
Wait, she didn't get her yet. It works. Here. As long as it's facing.
It's going to be on the phone.
It's gonna be late. And evidently. Okay, it's not here. It's something behind the curtain. Goes to what's past.
Hello? Okay.
Oh, I didn't hear you. You weren't on your mic.
The meeting will now come to order. Please join me in a pledge of allegiance, followed by a moment of silence for the people of Ukraine. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
before we get started, I need to say, yesterday was a special day for our manager, John. It was his birthday. So we're gonna sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear John. Happy birthday to you. I know, payback's gonna be hard, right? I know. Roll call, please.
Yes, ma'am. Donna Mosier. Here. Ed Weiner.
Not yet.
Susan Muniac.
Here.
Lemay Nyford.
Here.
Brenda Owens. Barry Burgess.
Here.
Jennifer Smiley.
Here.
Beverly Hastings.
Here.
Ed says here.
Proof of notice of the meeting, John?
Yes, Beverly, as per your documents and Florida statute, notice was posted.
Thank you. Okay, disposition of prior meeting minutes.
I'll make a motion to accept the version.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay, motion carried. Treasurer's report.
Okay, you've been just, want me to say it or?
No.
I move that we approve the treasurer's report as written.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Motion carried. John, manager's report.
So we finished painting the clubhouse restrooms. The men's vanity has been installed. The only thing that's left is one of the toilets. The back of the tank was broken, so we're waiting for that part to come in. Should be any day now, and the restrooms are complete. The carpet in the billiard rooms was completed yesterday. The felt hasn't arrived yet for the tables. He's hopeful that it was going to come in and he could come and finish the tables today. If not, he's expecting no later than Monday or Tuesday for the billiard tables. The poker tables are scheduled for delivery on Tuesday. The seawall engineer has been working at a very good pace. We're happy with the results so far. The survey for the proposed work has been completed. I believe that there's a simple description of soil borings. They have to come out and check the surface of the pond around the seawall area. I believe that's scheduled. I forget the date. It's an early to mid-March date. I think either like 11th or the 17th, but that's coming soon. And that's going to be a long-term project. He's been moving pretty quick so far, but then it's going to slow down tremendously and we could still be talking about the seawall this time next year. The pavement project has started. The plan is for the paving part of it to continue every day. He's expecting to be here on Saturday and Sunday to complete the paver part of it, and then the interior surface, the fiberglass crew should show up early next week to begin that, and that's anticipated to take at least 2 weeks, and the overall project should be completed by the end of March. We've received a few proposals for paving of the parking lot. We haven't really discussed that project, but we have some proposals to give us an idea for funding of the project. For the month of February, the total deed restriction violations, total 192. Of those, the new ones were 81 and resolved a number of 72. And I don't know if anyone wanted to talk about the time of the failure of our spa surface with the installation of the new surface.
Yes. I would like to know what caused. I know you said it was age and time, but it seems a little odd that the entire surface disintegrated all at once.
So I was expecting the pool contractor to come and give us a written explanation prior to today, but he hasn't been here.
Okay.
For those that are unaware, our spa, hot tub, whichever you want to call it, the surface had started to deteriorate rapidly in the last couple of weeks. And I know people were complaining about us shutting everything down, but we would have had to shut down the hot tub anyway. So it was kind of a good scenario that if it was going to do it, did it now, because we're putting an entirely different surface on the hot tub and the pool.
Thank you.
Another question on the parking lot area. Are you talking about both areas?
So the proposals that we're getting, when every contractor that comes in, we talk about several subjects, right? One is both sides of the parking lot, the turnaround area in front of the clubhouse. We also talk about the drainage problem in front of the pool door. We also talk about there's by the storm drain inlet on that side of the clubhouse, closer to the pool side, like just outside of the card room, there's an issue underground. So we talk about that also. So some of the contractors are giving you 3 different prices, and that's what the 3 prices come.
Okay, I know the parking lot on that side is horrendous. I know it's been patched numerous times and keeps sinking. I didn't notice that this one over here was as bad as, are we just doing it because we're doing the whole thing?
I'm just getting proposals.
Okay.
My thought is, so that it can be apples to apples, get everybody to propose for the same thing, pick a contractor, and then we can determine the scope of the project
Okay.
with the trusted contractor that you.
So have you looked at the budget on this at all?
Yeah, the budget committee is taking into consideration the bids that he's got.
Okay.
So that, and we should have enough money for the bids that I've seen so far, at least for the paving.
Except for the one that just came in.
Yeah, except for the one that just came in,
That was
which,
a little scary.
yeah, I mean, I
Okay.
thought when you said it went up a bit, yeah, it was more than a bit.
Okay, thank you.
Any more questions for John from the board? Okay. Art committee, Russ Rogers, welcome back. Glad to see you moving. You're looking good.
Hello. Is it on? Hello? You see green light, okay. Hello. Russ Rogers for the Art Committee. We met on Wednesday. We reviewed 27 arcs and we approved 23, 25, and disapproved 2. Several phone calls were made with information was missing. They called and they were approved.
You mean the 2 that you did not approve? Have
Yes,
been
we-
approved?
no.
Oh, okay, okay.
2 not approved.
We need a motion to approve the approved.
I make a motion that we approve the 25 that you have put forth.
We have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
No. Okay. Motion passed. The 2 that were declined by the art committee. One was for artificial grass, right?
Yes. One was artificial grass and the other one was a sort of a partial.
What's the fence?
One had a windows on it and a fence replacement.
Uh-huh.
So no fences in the senior, no fences in the senior. You can replace what's there, but you can't add to it.
Right.
And the windows were approved, but the fence was disapproved.
Okay.
Disapproved, Mr. Chair.
And I've already talked to the lady and she understands it.
Thank you.
Go ahead. I make a motion that we disapprove these two requests.
Second,
Okay, yeah, now we can discuss it. Okay, Eileen, you have a question?
Yes, that's my fence you're talking about. Fence is already, I have a fence there existing. It's
You can
already
replace the
permitted.
fence you have.
Okay, my question is, if I had wanted to replace some of the fencing with vinyl because part of my property abuts, you can see Ponderosa, and the back half is against the family section of the development.
So you want to
Behind me
expand
is
the
the family
fencing.
section. What?
Are you saying you want to replace what is already there with vinyl?
I have a fence that's permitted.
Correct.
It was grandfathered, I guess it's grandfathered.
Yes, no problem with that.
But you just can't
Are
extend
you-
that fencing.
Are you talking about extending it?
That is a chain link fence that's there now.
Yes.
I wanted to put, the guy behind me just put a vinyl fence in. I wanted to put a portion of my fencing vinyl, white vinyl.
In the same place that the old fence was, correct?
Yes,
so you're not adding to the fencing.
I'm asking for, now just a section.
It doesn't matter. Why was it turned down?
Nothing in the guidelines that says you can do that.
You can replace a fence that's already there.
She wants to add
Wants
something,
to
right?
add a different fence than that's there.
I
She
wanna
wants to
change
replace
the-
a chain link fence with a vinyl fence.
Right.
Exactly.
And you're saying that is not allowed.
It doesn't, I guess it doesn't. It says I can fix the chain link, but it doesn't say you can rewind it. It's what it's called.
Debbie's looking it up. I don't remember.
I don't have an ARC book with me.
I think Debbie does.
Debbie, can you,
Yeah, I'm pulling it right
what
now.
it says on that?
And I thought that in the document, that we actually said that if you put up against the family section, you can replace it. You can put a fence, but
There are guidelines for the family section, but I don't think there's anything like that.
The family people could.
yeah, but I don't know if you can put.
If property backs up to property other non-Timber Oaks communities or senior villages abutting family villages, fence must be dog-eared overlap board style, 6x6 or vinyl if all properties install vinyl fence at the same time. Where you are putting this, is there a vinyl fence on the other side?
Yes, partially. I butt against 3 properties.
I think until we get pictures or better description of what you're doing, this has to be.
Pictures on
It's in your file.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know, they're not great, but there is one of the neighbors' white fences. I have dogs and they're getting out of the chain link and they bark a lot and the neighbor behind me was complaining about my barking.
They're still gonna
Because
hear
you can see what's on Ponderosa.
Okay, Eileen, the one with the white fence, which is your neighbor's
Yeah,
on
he just put that
Pequeña.
up.
Okay, he just put that up. Now, over there, are you putting white fence or is it a different part?
From where his goes to the end of my property line, I was gonna put white. It's almost an L shape, there and down the side. So you can't see Ponderosa. In other words, where his ends, there's another house next to
But I
it.
don't think the public-
If you look on the, I don't know if there's a drawing on the back of the application.
I don't think there's a problem with the vinyl fence in the back that abuts the neighbors on the family section.
village, But the part on the side would be a problem.
Well, that
Because you
faces,
don't abut the family village on that side.
that faces Ponderosa.
That's not a family village.
That's a main road.
But it wouldn't be covered. You can't put it there. My suggestion is if you need to replace the chain link, replace it, put shrubs on the side of it.
No, I'm gonna chop those trees down.
Well, that's the only thing that unless I think you have to put a new one in without that vinyl on the side.
I had put quite a bit of sand there, but the summer storms washed that off. And then there's a big gap between the fence and the ground. The sand washes off with the summer rains.
That's not gonna change whether you have vinyl or chain link, so.
When the people with the vinyl fence, I don't know.
Yeah. All right, I still think it has to be disapproved.
Yeah.
You cannot put a vinyl fence where there has been a chain link unless it's abutting the family section or a section that's not in Timber Oaks. So you would have to resubmit this with chain link, replacing your chain link, except in the back,
Except for the back.
where there is vinyl from a neighbor's. Yes.
The portion of your chain link fence that abuts San Clemente, the backyard, that is allowed. You can replace your chain link with vinyl where it abuts to a family village home.
Okay.
But
you
the-
cannot
but the
come down
section-
side,
No,
even if my neighbor doesn't oppose it, doesn't matter.
you're still,
Okay.
you're still a senior.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Anna Singa on the same thing. I just have a question. If you allow a vinyl fence that butts up to Ranch Road, that butts up against Jasmine, will you allow fences that butt up against Jasmine? They can replace their wooden fences with vinyl. Because they're county roads. Well, all of our roads basically are, Ponderosa is a county road.
May I say something here?
Yes,
Her property does not abut Ponderosa.
she just said that.
No, you will
the
see
side-
Ponderosa, she is off of Ponderosa, she is on a circle and it
Right.
does not abut.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought her back part of it was on.
And I believe that on Jasmine, it has to be the wood unless everybody agrees to the vinyl.
Yeah,
Dale Thompson did Cheated Drive. I was going to say the same thing because I thought she backed up to Ponderosa and I was gonna say she could have a fence. As far as, did I just hear you say that, someone is not allowed to put down artificial turf?
absolutely.
Okay, well, if the person is listening or watching, she should go to, the water company because I was told that as long as there's a drought, they overrule the HOA and we could put down shells, artificial turf, whatever we wanted in our yards to help with the, lack of water supply. That's what I was told from the water company.
Okay, thank you.
I say take a vote.
Okay, okay. The vote on the table is to disapprove the two that were disapproved by the ARC. Okay, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Committee reports. Karen Britt. Friends helping friends.
Good morning. Yes, Friends Helping Friends has restarted our meetings. And if you have that in writing, that should say that we can start to plan instead of that, we can start to plan. So just cross that out.
Okay.
Anyway, and so we had 3 of our members resign for either moving or other obligations. And so our present committee now consists of Chris Giancola, Virginia Egler, Barbara Martin, Marie Chartrand, Renee Doster, Diane Callisto, Betsy Powell, and myself. We picked a date of October 25th to continue our annual health fair, and we're in the process of contacting vendors for the event. We'll also start looking for speakers to come in to share informational presentations for our residents now that we can do that. That's it.
Thank you. Finance Committee.
Good morning. Chris Dabrowski for Finance. We discussed the fact that Republic raised their price to $119.86 a month from $94.96. And Pool Medic actually went up to $925, and it was $820. There was no budget issues. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, fines and suspensions.
It was good now, fines and suspension committee. We have results from 2 hearings that we had. One was when we had the 119 toxin meeting.
Speaking to the mic.
No, it's still not, I went through this last. Anyway, one was from the 125, 19 meeting. There were 7 fines, violations. One was approved, and that was a correction that had been made. And the rest were all not enforced. We also did the 2 that were done on the 4th of February. One was approved and one was not approved, the power washing of the driveway and the trimming of shrubs and stuff. That was done. They had called the office and that had been processed. Other than that, that's it.
Any questions? Thanks, Liz. Correspondence?
Does Live Oaks have a report?
No, they do not. There's nobody here.
Okay, I have, I'd like to make a motion. Oh,
This budget committee report.
it's not,
Oh, no.
it's not.
It shouldn't be in there, I guess.
We don't report to the board at this time.
Okay, I would like to make a motion. Yeah. Okay. To ensure any motion to expend money will include the general ledger. Oh, that's that one. Okay. I move to approve Jerry Beers, Beth Jehoda, Stephanie Enrill, and Robin Strice to, as authorized signers for the Timber Oaks Community Service Association Incorporated Live Oaks account with Bank of America. And also to remove Connie Ornament, Marilyn Hare, Christine Lahr from the same account.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
This is just so that they can use the checking account. It's a taxa account and has to be voted on by everyone.
Okay. Correspondence. Is Michael Manning here?
Hi, how are y'all doing today?
Good.
I brought this to the board. I just got a notification in the mail. My apologies. I just got a notification in the mail a little bit ago that I have fines getting up to $1,200. I believe that was the number. Either way, it was started charging me from September 30th about my lawn. In this time frame, my lawnmower has been broken and I have absolutely no mechanical skills to fix it myself. I did have my neighbor fix it from time to time so I could get my lawn fixed. But around, let's see, August 18th is when I got the letter in the mail saying that I was getting, that they were going to start charging me. That day I set up a lawn booking confirmation with a company called Lawn Love. Got it set up on the 18th. Then they rescheduled on the 20th to move it back until the 24th. On the 23rd of August, they scheduled it back to the 26th. And on the 25th of August, they pretty much told me that they have no vendors out in the area who could fix my lawn. So around that time, one of my neighbors off of Pepper Tree Lane, he came up to me and he's like, hey, I work with a lawn company. And from September, he has been mowing my lawn. That company, Rock Property Services, they've been mowing my lawn bi-weekly throughout the month of September all the way to right now. So what I'm just trying to check is, I understand that I was behind on mowing my lawn earlier on, but after that point, I have invoices for every time that they mowed my lawn. Since then, I'm just trying to see if, I don't know if I can get the fine completely gotten rid of, but if I can reduce it just for the fact of I have had it going from before they started charging me. I'm just trying to see what I can do.
Question.
Our records show that you started receiving letters in June.
I got a letter in June and I started mowing my lawn. That's the first time that I got it fixed. From there, I have not gotten a lot of letters, any letters that I could see that pertain to the lawn service.
Barry, do you want to address this?
Mike, I happened to drive by your property this morning to take a look at it, and to be honest with you, noticed no change since we started sending any letters out. You have stumps sticking up in the yard, you have a fence behind the pool that looks terrible, you have a limb in front of your garage door that's been sitting there as long as I can remember. I'm sorry.
Okay, I understand that. I got that. I thought this was all about my lawn being mowed. Like I'm planning on extending my fence so I have the side covered, but my pool just broke down, so I need to fix that. But that's beside the point. The lawn, the limb in front of the garage. I come home late every night, well, morning when I get out of work at night, and I just always like to have something to make sure that nothing's gonna bump into my garage. I can absolutely move that. I've got my chainsaw and I can clear that out right now. I was unaware that that was one of the things that needed fixed. The stumps, I have the card for the person that I'm going to have come out and remove the stumps. I'm pulling them out by hand at the moment. But yeah, no, I've got that all set up. I thought this was just for the maintenance of the lawn. I can take care of all that stuff today.
I would say that's great, and we would greatly appreciate that. And call us when that's taken care of so we can stop the fine.
Okay. Well, what I'm just bringing up is all of it was said for mowing the lawn. I didn't know any of the thing about that part of the thing I have in front of my garage or the stumps.
Okay, the first letter that you received on June 4th says lawn and landscaping. The turf on your property is in need of attention. This includes mowing, trimming, edging, watering, adding chemical applications, or addition of new sod to your yard and must be corrected. That's what the first one said.
Okay.
And then we sent another one on June 21st for the same thing. And then the final notice was sent on July 7th. And then on August 12th, I believe the hearing date was sent to you, which you didn't go to the hearing.
I don't recall receiving. Otherwise, I would have been here. But I digress. Continue.
Okay. And then the one from the attorney that said that they're, right, on September 1st, we sent another one. So there's been several letters that you have not responded to. Yeah, you could call the office,
Well,
let us know what's going on. So the $1,200 fines should stay in effect, and you just won't get any more fines unless you don't correct what's not been done. Okay, can we take a vote on that, guys? You need a motion? Yes, John?
Just for clarification, I don't think there's an active violation on his account right now.
So has the finding stopped?
The finding has.
I believe the Driftwood Committee closed that violation probably somewhere around October, November. And I don't think any new violations have been issued. I don't remember exactly, but that's what I think.
That would make sense in the fact that it is at a $1,200. It would be more than that if it was still continuing from September 1st. A lot more than that. You know, I feel for you that it's a $1,200 fine, but in each of your letters, they asked you to please respond, and they gave you an email or to come to the office and talk to someone, and nothing was done. You know, at this point, we're still sending people out to check. They are still doing letters, and we've heard nothing. So, it kind of leaves us at where it is.
Oh, no, I understand. Like I
Sorry.
said, I was just coming in to see if there was anything I could do.
No. No. We could, all right, I'll make a motion that we leave the fine stand as what it is.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Motion carried.
I do wonder, is there any kind of setup for a payment plan rather than just a,
Talk to Darlene about setting up a plan so that you don't have to pay it all at once.
not a problem? I know who Dor.
Darlene is at the office.
Okay, sorry, I don't come over to the clubhouse that often, so. All right,
If you go to the window at the office, they'll help.
all right, thank you guys so much.
Mike, I would just like to say one other thing.
Yes.
Please try to get the grass looked like it needed cut, and there's that limb, and then the fence. Try to get that stuff taken care of, or what's gonna happen is when the committee comes around again, you're gonna start getting letters again. So please don't let it drag this time. Please take care of it.
No, I was planning on using my tax refund that I just got to extend my fence, which I was going to. Yeah, I know, I was gonna talk to you guys about that first, but I'm not planning on doing that at the moment right now.
All right, thank you, man.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Meeting is adjourned. We have open forum now.
Yeah, the single 14116. John, you mentioned that the new tables were going to be coming in on Tuesday.